Standerwick.
subtle flavors of my life have become bitter seeds and poison leaves without you. You represent what's true. I drain the color from the sky and turn blue without you. These arms lack a purpose, flapping like a hummingbird. I'm nervous cause I'm the left eye, you're the right. We did not do madness to fight. This is the way it has to be. A state of trance.
Ian Standerwick live from Toronto, Canada. This is A State of Trance. I'm Armin van Buren. Celebrating 750 episodes of this radio show. And last Thursday we spoke about this on air. Mr. Ben Gold just got off the decks. How was it?
Amazing. That was really good. Yeah, I had a great time.
Canada is a special place for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I don't know, every time I come here, the crowd really bring it, and they brought it today. That was that was something special.
You told me something off the air last Thursday, and I had to think about that because that was probably the biggest compliment that I got from somebody.
Okay.
You told me that you were listening. You and your friends were sharing CDRs with ripped versions of A State of Trance, and you were analyzing the radio shows.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, back when you were doing it in live and in Dutch from ID&T. One of my friends used to give me a data disc and just dump a load of the shows on, and that's when I started listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, that is gospel. That's gospel.
Another thing as well that you just told me is that you met Ben when he was a little boy.
Well, little. I mean, I remember he was always really positive and energetic. He still is. You know, it's really great to see. So,
18. That's not like little.
No. He told me that he met you when you were younger. That
I remember I followed you in London at Camden Palace on my 18th birthday.
That sounds scary, man.
You know, he finished, I played. That's what I mean. Come on, Ruben.
It's awesome. No, but that's the biggest compliment that I can get, that I actually help guys like yourself, you know, a little bit.
A big bit.
It's amazing, man. Thank you so much for coming down here, and thank you for the great anthem.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. It was an honor, privileged.
Ben Gold in the studio. Use the hashtag ASOT750 if you have any questions for any of the other DJs that are playing here. Like this guy, the man of the moment, Ian Standerwick.
you trust me? Oh, it's something so precious. Oh, why did you love me? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reckless. Why did you? Something so precious.
liking the new hairdo, by the way.
From one of the trance capitals in the world, Toronto in Canada. Ian Standerwick ripping the main stage here. I hope you're enjoying the live broadcast. Let us know where you're listening from. The hashtag ASOT750. And more importantly, let me know what tracks you'd like to hear from the DJs that are here. I said trance capital, and it's true because there's so much happening here with trance music. So I have a few guests here in the studio. First of all, Ozzy, you produce a lot of trance events here in Toronto.
Yeah, that's right.
You're the local trance king. What is it with Toronto and trance? Why do you think there's such a strong connection?
You know, the scene here is great, and the fans are very passionate in Toronto about trance. And you know, I find that trance is the gateway for many youth entering into the scene, and Toronto seems to be the core of that, where a lot of young kids get into trance here, and they evolve. And you know, it's an organic thing that happens naturally, and it's fantastic.
Cool. And Saad Ayoub?
Yes, how's it going, Armin?
So you're from Toronto.
Yes.
I just released your track with Jennifer Renee on Who's Afraid of 138. It's so nice to see you and meet you.
Thank you so much for the massive support. Like, Jen says hi to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What do you think of Toronto and trance?
Toronto, it's one of the capitals for North America for trance. It's definitely something different. The reason I actually moved here is because of trance.
Really?
Yes.
You moved here because of the trance scene?
Yes, because I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay.
I started as a house DJ in 2008, but trance was always been there for me.
Okay.
Like, I was looking for a place where I can move and I can show what kind of music I play, and that was Toronto.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
so much.
hope you're enjoying the night here.
Insane.
Also, behind the decks, Arne.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good, man. If you want to know about trance in Toronto, I can speak for days.
Well, we don't have days. We have a few seconds.
Yeah.
What to put a long story short, what do you think it's about Toronto and trance?
You know, it's no secret that Canada embraced dance music a long time ago. And, you know, we have a lot of legendary venues in the city, the government being one of them. And it was the reason why trance was a big thing. It became an institution. In the venue, trance was an institution. And so a lot of people went because when you listen to trance, it means you don't really listen to anything else. You might go to different venues to conform to what your friends like, but we are technically outsiders, right? So, you know, you go to these trance parties and you see, you know, other people that like this kind of music, and immediately you get the sense of family, community.
Oh, yeah.
And it's what helped trance come to the point where it is. And, you know, it's when you go to those events, man, you're literally in a state of trance, you know?
Absolutely. Well, let's see how it is here in Toronto right now on the dance floor. If I'm correct, it's Gijs. He's standing on the pitch.
Yes,
Gijs,
I am.
Can
Yes,
you hear
I
me?
am.
Yes.
Live from the pitch. What's your name?
Alex.
And how did you prepare for A State of Trance tonight?
Listened to it on Thursday and got together with my rave crew and got our mindset in a state of trance.
And why is a legging the best thing to wear when you're dancing?
Oh my god, it's so free. So free.
I like it too because my balls get air.
That too, sure. Yeah.
Well, back to you, Armin.
Well, I'm just curious, guys.
Sure,
did you only spot Canadians tonight, or you see people from other countries as well?
Do we see people from other countries than Canada here?
In Canada? Like here?
No, here tonight.
I personally haven't, but I guarantee that there are. ASOT is worldwide.
There's your answer.
We're live from Toronto celebrating 750 episodes. And right now, Ian Standerwick.
for the war of yesterday. This is an anthem for the rebel of my youth. This is an anthem for the risk of loving you. This is an anthem for the girl that got away. This is an anthem for the war of yesterday. This is an anthem for the rebel of my youth. This is an anthem for the risk of loving you. 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 The risk of loving you.
Hello, Toronto! How you guys feeling? Let me see what the atmosphere is like. Let's clap. Come on, clap. Let's clap and make some noise for this guy, Ian Standerwick. Come on!
Ian, it's your debut on the main stage for A State of Trance. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling really good, actually. I thought I'd be like shaking like a leaf, but no, I feel really good today. I was in Montreal last night, which probably helped. Yeah, loving being here, so looking forward to it.
You just made a tune with Ben Gold. Who's gonna play it tonight? Are you both gonna play it, or did you contact each other before the show? Who's gonna play it and who isn't?
Ben's going to play it tonight. Last time I did play it once, but I played it I think I played it at 140 BPM, and it was like Pinky and Perky running around. So I thought, no, I can't do this. So I think I'd probably risk doing it at 138, but it really should be played down at 136 or 134. So Ben's going to do it tonight, yeah.
A State of Trance 750.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long